2.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The name is Law Nation. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're live at Law Nation Studios. Let's get it. One day home of the Dallas Cowboys. Sports, one of these days. Cowboys seeing the 49ers again must adjust to this. As the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just be sure, to hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Let's go. Come on. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. Yeah. What about a playoff victory? Let's go. Come on. Let's get it. Ain't nobody mad but the haters. Keep moving the goalposts left and right. But that's okay. I got my dogs with me. Come on. Let's check in. Do I see and do I hear a Buccaneer fan? Stop all that crying.
You can't handle the truth.
Let's go. Hey. Let's get it. Appreciate all of you guys. One thing we all adore. Something worth dying for. We stuck in this game. And there's nothing but pain. We searching for fortune and fame. Everybody's searching for fortune and fame. That's just what it is. Fame. Gotta squeeze it out. Fame. So that's what it feels like. The Cowboys with a playoff victory. And now all of a sudden they trying to discount, double check that and say, well, you know, technically that team was a below 500 team, and y'all did what y'all supposed to do, you know? And that's how it goes. They keep moving the goalposts over and over again. And some of them still crying with it, you know? But here's the thing. I embrace the revenge factor, right? I like when people are speaking glowingly of the 49ers. I love it, man. You know, it appears that the 90s done hit us all over again, and it's
Mr. Nasty time.
It's Mr. Nasty time again, you know, because all I heard my natural life, hey, we looking up to the Niners. We not good as the Niners, the team of the 80s. And, you know, and they were supposed to be, low-key, they supposed to been the team of the 90s. But guess who came in and changed up all of that, you know?
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah.
Sparta!
Let me hear it, baby. So it's sounding like history is repeating itself, and that's okay. Shout out to the 49ers for the fame and the glow and all of that stuff. But I can tell you guys, this team, leave no stone unturned. J-Ron Kurtz got some good news from him. Let me just go ahead and do this right here. You know, let's just go ahead and do this right quick. Breaking news out of Frisco, Texas. J-Ron Kurtz said that his knee is 100%. Okay, you know, I go to the moon. Let's go, baby. You know, his foot is okay and his ankle is okay. His mindset is okay. Everything is okay with his knee. So, hey, we going to see J-Rock out there. And this is good news for us. And on top of that, Cowboy Nation, yes, the Niners love to run the ball. Yes, they are a physical team. Yes, I think that teams, after they play the Niners, and even if they somehow managed to, I believe, lose or what have you, they are 0-15. They already got the stat line for your mind for this week that in a short week, the opposition facing the time parameters is 9-24. So last week, it was it was more than 30 years. We haven't won a road playoff game in some months or what have you. Oh, it was Tom Brady. He's 7-0. He's 7-0 versus the Dallas Cowboys. Man, they don't play good on natural grass, They might can
smoke weed every day.
But, you can't play well on natural grass. And then you got 1-3 playoff Dak, So all of those odds were against us, Appreciate you, Jay Worthy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for your super chat. Let the AI speak on it.
Jay Worthy $1.99. Kittle Skittles like, man face bumming.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, whether it's Kittles, Skittles, taste the rainbow, I don't care. They finna taste this L. We finna put upon them and some of this D. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. And did I keep it PG-13 all the way? If you guys ain't following, D stand for Dallas, not the other word. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go with it, man. All right, we got the playmaker.
Well, first off, was your phone blowing up from everyone thinking you were on First Take yesterday?
Shout out to 105.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Was going crazy. And everybody was like, man, wait a minute. And you know how people get, what is this mess? Where is,
Yeah. Why weren't you on?
Yesterday, I had to go shoot inside the NFL.
Wow.
So I wasn't even supposed to stay at the game yesterday. I had to, because Monday night, I was supposed to shoot the show, get my black butt on the plane, get back to New York, and get on that corner and get my skirt up and get that check and bring it to mama.
Wait, pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeez,
Good, great. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I turn to the right station? He said get his skirt up. Oh, my gosh, man. Hold on. Hey, Twin.
What up, though, young bro?
Not much, man. I'm live right now. I was going to ask you what time tonight, 8 o'clock?
Hey, sounds good to me, baby.
All right, let me know this. You're going to have to find another Niner guy. He haven't responded yet. So find you one other Niner guy.
All right.
I know you can find one. I got a few of them in my DM, but I don't know them like that,
Yeah, I got one. If you find one, his name is
No. You don't have to just hit me up. I'm live right now. We don't.
Oh yeah, my baby live at 95. What it do? I got you, my guy. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Everybody say, what up? You cracking, baby? Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro. Salute. 8 o'clock, man. 8 o'clock-ish.
8 o'clock. Bang,
Yeah,
bang,
all right, bro.
get it.
He gotta stop that. He gotta stop that bang bang Niner game. He gonna stop it this weekend. We put an end to that bang bang Niner game. And because he my brother, I don't want to really, go too much. I want to shoot that down. You know what I'm saying? Don't bang bang Niner game. There's a lot of, it just kind of little. Ain't that like a little? But let's go back to it, man. Let's go back to it, Banger Bros, you know what I mean? All right, so let me go back to this right here. Let's
Check and bring it to mama, my pimp. There you go, pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez,
but what happened? Hey, why you think you getting up early in the morning to get to that radio station so you get that check home to mama? We all doing it.
Mama knows, baby.
Ain't no use us acting funny. All us out here that thought we were the pimp, no, we on the other end with the skirt. Stop playing. That's what we are. That's what we are. Every man out here.
Yeah.
Because you notice when you're married and they say I do, their name go on your checkbook. When you marry and say I do, if they have a checkbook, your name don't go on there. It just works that way.
I imagine
What?
You know,
right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
Man, to that degree, he is right, though. Okay, yeah. Playmaker is right. The queen of the Peace Corps, she do get the final say over the remunerations when you got that rock around your hand. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he is right to that. But if you're a fella out there and you control the books, you handle the money and the funds and everything, let me know in the chat. Let me know how that goes. You take care of all of that stuff, man. Yes, appreciate you, man. Let's go. let's listen to what my guy had to say right here. Just Jeff, right?
Just Jeff $4.99. Stop playing around with this rookie QB. Put our foot on this lil MF throat. Triumphant face.
Triumphant face. Yes, indeed, man. Put him down. Put him down, man. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go. Let's listen to more of this guy right here. Bang, bang, smash the Niner gang. Yeah, that sounds good. You know, smash the Niner gang.
You know what I mean?
What would you have said to Stephen A. to open? Now everyone is waiting for y'all show intros now. Ric Flair, Pinky. What would y'all have done yesterday? What would you have said to him about the game?
I know, man. Oh my God. But I told him that even prior to. I was like, all those fans were out there. And I mean, you should have seen them. They really, and this is, I get such a great understanding of fandom, you know, watching people and living this experience. But they really believed. And I said to them, people, I know y'all been bamboozled, led astray, and run amok. But the reality is, your team has been averaging 15 points a game at their best game. And these guys, they were picking up. You remember we ended Carolina game as well. We started this game. I said, you ain't even got one good game. Not one good full game. It was against us in week 1. That was your best game. You know what I mean? And they haven't done anything. But all of a sudden, Tom was going to come and give us 30. We've been averaging 30. I know they've been focusing on the interception, but that's been the wrong place to put your eye gate. The eye gate is on the points. I kept telling people that. I said 30 beats 15 all day in my book, and it did it on Monday night. That's just the reality. I know Hope had them believing, but there was no belief. But this week is different. This week is different. We gonna need some. We gonna need some here now. We got to go in here and jump on Brock Purdy right now. Brock Purdy is due. He's due. There's no way he's going to steady climb this thing all the way to heaven's door. Sooner or later, some mistake going to happen, and the mistake must happen this week. We must force the mistake and make sure they happen because this is going to be a tough one here.
All right, so that's the playmaker on 105.3 The Fan. So he said sooner or later, and he knows for sure. Now, every now and then, I think every 3 years or every 3 to 4 years, you get a Brock Purdy type of story. You know, ours were about 7 years ago by the name of a guy, Dak Prescott. So we see things like this happening, right? The young youthfulness of a quarterback in a perfect system that plays into the hands of that. And I go back to say this. If anybody know Kyle Shanahan, it should be Dan Quinn. So he should know what he's trying to do and trying to take away. And these guys should be looking at this like a wonderful chess match. And it should be a good game, regardless. I'm not saying that the Cowboys will walk on water and have all other things secure, whereas there will be no issue, there will be no pitfalls or what have you. We got to play a clean game. We do. Let the AI speak on it.
Brandon Ball $10. We have to make Purdy play the QB position and drop Micah back at pound to be designated to him. The same way he locked up Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. The same way he locked up Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook. Who's Dalvin Cook? But I get what you're saying. The Cowboys, and it could be a guy, you know, whoever was playing the last time we seen it. Shout out to you, Thomas, for the 530 stars, too. Let's get this dub. I truly believe the game can be CD, get loose, and Diggs get a clutch pick. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that, too. But let me talk to Brandon Ball. Are you related to Josh Ball? You know what I mean, Brandon? But I want to say this. Keep Parsons as that big old question mark, right? Keep Parsons as that dog that you know is off his leash. And sometimes when you see that dog off his leash, you get to call him animal control, or if you from the hood or what have you, you say, hey, man, Cujo off his leash, man. Cujo free. You know, everybody jumping on cars, running around saying, hey, man, I'm going to go back inside. Why? Cujo out there, man. And you don't know where he's coming from. You don't know where he's at on the field. Shout out to you, Trey, for the 40. Appreciate you for the stars over there. So leave Parsons off his leash. But when you put him on a leash, you know for sure he's designated to one side. And you know his max abilities because that's how long that chain is. But if you continue to utilize Parsons like that, like even what we did in Tampa was pretty cool. Sometimes he shot through the A-gap. Sometimes he lined up on the outside. You want to give this thing multiple mixes of looks for the young quarterback. But Purdy, in my opinion, he's been pretty good. He's been a solid guy. Oh, Dalvin Cook. Okay. Use him okay like we did Dalvin Cook. Okay, appreciate you, my dog. Thank you so much, man, Ball. Appreciate you, man. Are you related to Josh Ball? Let me see. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, we third cousins twice removed, though, right? Let me know, Ball. Appreciate you, man. Or the Ball brothers, let me know.
All right. Yesterday, Jerry told us about an analogy you gave him, and we saw you on TV in the Jones Suite. What was it like in the Jones Suite as the celebration started, and what is the analogy you gave Jerry?
Well, excuse me. I knew when I was talking to Jerry, of course. By that time, you know, everybody was, yeah, you know what I mean. You know, we were late in the game. We were winning. Everybody was happy. So I said, okay, I was explaining this to Jerry. This would be great. Because after this, the tick up. Hold
on. My guy Brandon Ball says, yeah, he blocked better than doggone Joshua Ball, baby. You're a real one, Brandon. Thank you, man. This segment is brought to you by Brandon Ball for sponsoring this segment. I appreciate you so much, Brandon. Yes, indeed. All right, let me rewind. I'm gonna play the full audio. I'm not gonna stop it this time. I promise y'all. Let me hear what Jerry he had to say about Jerry.
We were winning. Everybody was happy. So I said, okay, I was explaining this to Jerry. This would be great. Because after this, the tick up, and we're in an Instagrammable world. So they'll all feel the tick up right now. Not like when we were playing and it wasn't Instagrammable. You didn't see results right away. You only got results from the few outlets that would give them to you. Right. Now we get results right away because people Instagram about it. You know, you can see things about it. So I said, Jerry, they'll still tick up from beating the GOAT and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I say I liken it for Jerry to how they train hunting dogs. How they train hunting dogs to hunt. What they do after they make the first kill, they smear the blood of the dog. They smear the dog's nostril in the blood, and it makes the dog thirsty to hunt more. Every time now they call this first blood. After they get a taste of that first blood, they want it so badly. That's how they hunt it real well. This is what we have just gotten through. We are getting through now first blood. When you knock off a GOAT like that, even though you had that kind of season in Tampa, had the season they had, everybody still thought the GOAT was going to rise up and knock you off, and you didn't let it happen. That's a tick up. Everybody will see it. I was staying at the same hotel as the team. Now, there were people around, but dog, listen, it wasn't nothing like it was when we were winning Super Bowls. And I said to myself, if they just win one or two of these, the crowd will swell like it was when we were walking into those hotels. And then maybe that'll help them all get an understanding of what they represent every time they step on their yard. You represent this, man. Look at what's out here. We used to tell them, listen, we're going to stay over here and they still find out what hotel we are in because they wanted to get that close to a champion. I want them to know when the fans want to get that close to a champion, you can't hide. You can't run. Ain't nothing you going to do. They going to find you because you're a champion. I want them to feel this. I want them to know this. I want them to be thirsty for this. That's why I called it first blood.
Woo! The playmaker's on it, man. The playmaker's on it. Shout out to you, my guy, Hunt Differently. You know, oh, my goodness. He got vodka into it. What you got right here? My guy right here. Let the AI speak on it.
Dezio Mr. 316 $2. We hunt differently. With vodka.
Yeah, you out there and then, what you talking about? Deer hunting? You been deer hunting? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a different story when you're out there in the early mornings before the sun rise and your deer stand. You got to have you a little libation to keep you going. But neither here nor there. The playmaker's real. Ain't nothing like actually doing it. And when you can do it, I can tell you a story all day. Hey, man, this is what it feels like when you in it. And it's wet and it's deep. You know what I mean? And you got to be able to go like this and go like that. You can read a manual all day on how to swim, on what it appears to be. But until you in that water, it's a whole nother conversation. But once you learn how to swim, it doesn't matter what end you are in, whether it's the shallow end or the deep end. So the Cowboys, they've been in the deep pool already. They already did the backstrokes or what have you, swimming underwater. They know exactly how it feels versus just reading the manual about it. And the playmaker is right on it, baby. He's right on it. So now we can see these boys saying, hey, we been in there. We done that. We was in the deep end before, backstroking that thing. Man, swimming through that thing like nothing. Just pedaling through the waters. The triple waters, you know what I mean? The wet. Just getting in there. Who out here watching swim better on top of the water? Who swim good under the water, right? Some people swim like a fish under the water. So well and wonderful.
Yeah, Mike, you sound like you know what you're talking about. How many hunting trips do you go on a year?
0.
Where'd you come with this analogy? I know you have not been out there in a duck blind. You got there with your Louis shotgun case in a deer stand.
Right. Well. Now, chop. We hunt. There are a lot of different ways to hunt.
Yeah.
The most famous is with a gun in the woods. But some people hunt it with a glass of vodka in the club.
Hey, that's where you got it from. Hey, man, you should hit me with the spoiler alert. I didn't know what you was talking about, but we hunt differently with vodka. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, we do hunt differently with vodka, man. Shout out to you, my guy, man. That comment, that super chat hit differently now. Oh, okay. You see, I'm blindly into this thing. I haven't heard this all the way. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed, man. It's still too early for me to tell any storylines out here. But shout out to those who know what the playmaker is saying over there, you know? Oh, my goodness, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Michael, I wanted to get your take on this as a teammate. How would you...
It's so fun. But it's so fun to be on this end playing. Supposed to be on that other end talking about, well, you know, after we done lost. And playing Monday night, let me tell you guys something. Playing Monday night was cool. Because I was like, man, I'm going to get to go to this game. I'm going to shift my schedule. I don't care. I hadn't really gone to a game all year because I've been so busy. And I'm going to get it. So I was happy. But I noticed after Saturday and Sunday, my countenance failed. I was like, wow, what's going on here? The game ain't even played yet. But what it was, I looked at all the people that had tasted the sweet nectar of victory. And then I looked on the other side and looked at all the people that had endured the battle of defeat. And I said, oh, God, we the only group now don't know what side we're going to be on after today. Yeah. And I was like, I was unnerved by that. I was like, man, I wanted to already have this thing won. But that's okay. I'll get to go and I'll get to put something in this. It was an incredible game, man, to be there that Monday. Those shows were insane. Those people lined up. Dude, I thought we had more people around than Tampa had around. And that's what I'm talking about, that 12. Once you get an understanding of what the start means to everybody else, maybe it'll give you some greater things to go on the football field and play better with.
Michael, last year you warned us about San Francisco. Said you don't want any part of these guys. These guys are tough.
Good stuff.
Do you still feel the same way, or do you think last year, the Cowboys maybe were unprepared for how tough they were, and now they know that what to expect?
What we saw and what we heard, what we said, are you guys crazy? What are you guys doing? We'll hopefully get the residual of all of that now. When Jerry and them was saying, when I told you, I talked to Steven about stop drafting the most talented. Draft the connected. Draft the hardest workers. Draft the guys that know how to bring guys together. And when they got to Tyler Smith and those guys, and he talks about the Michael Parsons, that's a different perspective. We want tough guys. We want tough guys. Everybody said, man, what are y'all talking about? This is what they were talking about. Yes, I was more worried, but this team knows now what it takes because of what San Fran did to them. It wasn't that San Francisco blew them out, because if we'd have got that ball play and kicked that ball, we'd have ended up winning that game. But like Michael Parsons told me on my podcast, man, I was sore for 2 weeks after that game. Yeah. So you got to be ready for the kind of battle you're going to have in San Francisco, and you're going to be sore going into the next game, even if you win this one.
Man, the playmaker right on the money with that. Knowing and being there before counts a lot, and knowing that you got to go up against the same people that took you out last year. Fall still fighting. Give it your all. Put it all on the table. After this weekend, if you're holding the L, there's no more tomorrow. It is time to wrap it up, and it's time to start talking about this. So you got to make sure that you're not having those conversations now. You got to be locked in. You got to have your mind set to this game and saying to yourself, I refuse to lose. And you got to have that feeling, as Michael Irvin would say, of what happened to you last year, and use that as your vitamin. Use that. Put it like this. For those who are out there seeking jobs, employment, looking for a career, there will be more no's than yes. Make no your vitamin. Make the resistance your vitamin. Make all of that your vitamin. Let the rejections be your vitamin. Don't y'all know I kept every letter? Shoot, why you keeping all them letters? So that I know for sure when the right answer come to me and the right opportunity come to me, that I will always be humble. We regret to inform you another candidate been selected for that spot. It pissed me off over and over again. We regret to inform you another candidate. How? I'm sitting there looking at the paper. How? I got to get better, sharper, working on my craft. Sun up to sundown. But then one day, you tear open that letter and it says, hey, we would like to invite you for another interview. We would like to hire you. You see what I'm saying? At this rate, I promise you guys, all of those rejections, all of those shortcomings will make you better. It will humble you. It will. So hopefully the Cowboys looked at it last year and said, man, we had 14 penalties against these guys. Man, we were careless with the ball. Dak Prescott going to Cedric Wilson on his side of the field. And the guy shoot through the body to pick it off. And the very next play, Debo scored. Let no be your vitamin. Let that loss last year be your vitamin. Let the offensive coordinator know that you can't go through a game with only 2 touches with Tony Pollard. While everybody laughing and key at you, saying that the Cowboys were one and done, the Cowboys was worthless, the Cowboys were nervous. Return the favor now, baby. Good movie. I watched the movie a long time ago, but it's just coming back for my mind's sake. The Dead President. Who remember that movie? Dead President. Young kid. I forgot his name. But he was in the movie. And I know Terrence Howard was the guy that was kind of like the adversary, the guy that was punking him, beating him up or what have you, right before he went off to the Army. What was his name? Lorenz Tate. Yeah. Lorenz Tate. Got beat up by Terrence Howard, right? So, make a long story short, he goes off to the Army. He comes back. And he goes back to the same pool hall. And Terrence Howard is still there. Basically, trying to punk him again. Trying to say that I still own you. You got no training. You got no ability to stop me predicated upon what I did to you when you was younger. Unwise. And what happened with that pool stick? Y'all, that's a good movie, Dead President. Somebody right now said, man, I'm going to go back and watch that one, man. Shoot. I'm going to go back and watch that one. Let me know what Lorenz Tate did to doggone Terrence Howard, the first Iron Man, you know.
Michael, they've been really aware in the locker room about how the season ended last year. Like J-Ron Curse, a couple other guys have mentioned San Francisco by name throughout the season when they talk about struggles. You know, they'll reference back and say, well, you know, the end of last year when the 49ers did just what they did. Is that more of a positive or a negative in terms of they're aware of it, they remember it, they're motivated by it, or does it potentially create some sort of a boogeyman factor that they're almost haunted by what San Francisco did to them?
No, you have to hold on to this. You have to know it. You have to remember it. I want you to let it sit in your gut and feel the pain. You remember a couple of years ago when I think it was Philly rested their starters and the Giants got mad. Oh, Philly, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why you do that?
Yeah.
We had a chance to get in the playoffs. I went off on all those Giant players. How dare you? How dare you try to tell them to stop your pain? You stop your own damn pain. Stop winning the darn games and getting in the playoffs. Now, right now, since you didn't get in the playoffs, you should feel that pain. Sleep on it, eat on it, boo-boo on it. Do what you got to do on it, whatever you got to do, but think on it all season. And so when you go into next year, you'll remember this pain. And that's why it is good for Dallas to remember. When you go into this game, I want them bringing up what happened last year right here. Because the only way you say, man, I don't care what nobody said. I ain't going through that I went through last year after losing that game with San Fran. I got to make sure that doesn't happen. I guarantee you it'll make you play harder during the game. You don't want to see that pain again. And if you lived in the pain, you'll play hard to make sure you don't see it again.
Should Philadelphia be worried about the Giants?
Now, that's a question that I would have to really.
You know what? This movie came out in 1995, baby. A lot of good things happened in 95. God, dog. It just hit me. This movie came out in 95, y'all. So, came out in 95, man. God, dog. It's a classic movie. It is a real good classic movie. Feeling the pain, understanding the pain, understanding that, hey, when your back is against the wall, let no be your vitamin. Let this situation stand tall on it, y'all. The Cowboys must do that. The Cowboys must figure this out. J-Rock, all of those boys that was there. Hey, Parsons, he said he was hurt for 2 weeks, or he was recovering for 2 weeks after that game. Now it's time to do the reverse effect. Now he knows what is needed in this game. Knows what needed in this game. For real, for real.
Sit and think, do I answer this with my heart or my head? You know, because my heart wants to say, oh, yeah, Yeah, boy, you ain't worry about it. You saw what Daniel Jones did. He played a great game, boy. We got a shot. We got a shot to go take our business in 92, like in San Francisco, like we did in 92. And then if the Giants, Daniel Jones play like that, we can have that game here. NFC Championship game. Oh, my heart says all of that. My heart says all of that. But my head says, nah. Stop playing, Michael. Stop playing, Michael. Stop playing. You know, no way Philly's going to lose this game after having that season. You know, but it is 3 times in a row. So let's see and let's hope that maybe New York is going to do what Arizona did to us one time over here and knock Philly off.
Hey, you already know.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be all right on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you if you win or lose. You know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
That's Uncle Charles, man. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you, JT Wolf. Appreciate you for the $1.99 for your mind. So here's the truths of it. And also creatures, heroes, $1.99 for your mind. Appreciate you, man. Both of y'all get that horn. I think Irv is speaking the truth, and he spoke about that earlier today. I was listening to him on this show. Come on.
Are what drips, what flows on you when you think of your days in Candlestick or they in Texas Stadium?
The first thing that you just brought up, they hadn't won a home road playoff game in 30 years, and they won that game to go back to where the last game was played 30 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Going back to San Francisco. So I'm okay with this, man. I wanted another route. I really did. I wanted another route. I don't know if I ever could have played it out well. I only saw one of them. But obviously, I'm going to have to go through 2 of them. And maybe not 2 of them. Now, I'm talking about San Fran and Philly.
Right.
Because if Daniel Jones do that Daniel Boone thing again like he did last week, oh, my God. Maybe we have a championship game in Dallas if Dallas can pull off this miracle.
All right, so I like everything he said, but pulling off of a miracle. You know, this shouldn't be a miracle. This just football right here. But, you know, he knows the gravity of it more than I do, right? Sitting here in Dallas, Texas over here in my wonderful studio. But one thing I can tell you guys for sure, that the Dallas Cowboys, regardless of the matter, just need to go out there and play football. Play to the best of their abilities, things that we need to correct. Let me go over this right quick before we open up a phone line or anything like that. Let me get this off. Dak Prescott, once again, must have a complete game. This game is on the heads and shoulders of Dak Prescott. He is the leader of this team. Hey, hero 1 week, 0 the next. This is a week-to-week league. So now all what he did against the Bucs, take it, throw it away. Build upon it, though. Build what you can and throw the rest of it away. Build upon it, use that confidence, use that experience, and now apply it to this game. Apply it to this game. There's 0 excuses this game. We roll up Candlestick, whatever stick they got over there, Bay, whatever the name of that stadium, Levi. Shout out to the Levi's out there, whoever wearing those jeans. And we got to make it happen. Remember this, write this down, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And everybody loves to say, hey, I'm a self-made millionaire. But nobody admit when they are broke. Nobody say, hey, man, I'm a self-made homeless man. I'm a self-made hundredaire. You know what I'm saying? If there's ever such a thing. 75% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. There's only a few that got the comfortability to say, you know what? I done made it in life. I don't have to work, right? Only a few. And if these football players match up things right and correctly, when it's all said and done, they can say those things, man. I done did a lot. I done put a lot on the table. Look at the legacies that Michael Irvin is still walking around. For what he doing, for what he did. He's still living off of those 3 rings. He's still living off of the legacies and all of the things and the accolades that he did, you know. I don't see Tim Brown on multiple shows. And as good and as great Tim Brown been in the National Football League. Shout out to Tim Brown. I ain't trying to sully the man, denigrate him. But you guys get what I'm saying. He's a Dallas native too. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? So this game is on my guy, Dak Prescott. This game is on all players, most certainly. But heavy is the crown. All right, so the other conversation last night on the Final Word, shout out to my dogs, shout out to all my people that's over there, the OC, Big Game James, as well as Boss Cowboy Sports. Man, we had a great show last night. And one of the things that we brought up was the defensive side of the coin. And I'm telling you guys, this defense, every tub must sit on its own bottom. Old folks say that all the time. You got to be able to handle your own. But in this particular sport, there should be no hero ball. Let me repeat, no hero ball. I said that coming off of the Washington game, going into this Tampa Bay game. No hero ball. Stay aligned and assigned. Stick to the discipline. Stick to the philosophy and the procedures. So I made an analogy last night because one of the blames on this defensive side of the coin been Trayvon Diggs. He's been horrid at tackling. Granted, we all need to see better efforts out of him, but expecting him to be a shutdown tackling machine is expecting, this was my thoughts on this, expecting him to shoot threes like Shaq shooting threes. Shaq don't shoot threes. He played to the skill set that he's designed to do. I would prefer Trayvon Diggs to stay being Trayvon Diggs. And granted, we can scheme around it. Law, how do you scheme around it? There's bracket coverages. My bad. When you look at it, the name of a secondary is not firstdary. You got front 7. You're the last line of defense almost, outside of the safety. That means that before it is introduced to you to make the tackle, your front got to do his job, and your linebackers must do their jobs. That's why when you look at DBs, you always see a good situation, whereas when there's a dominant DB, there's a dominant front 7, or vice versa, right? When you cover really good, all of a sudden you got this thing called coverage sack. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. The AI speaking.
Creatures Heroes $4.99. New slogan Cowboys Nation. On the all MF night long.
On the appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. Shaq shooting free throws was an example. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to compromise our team by trying to get someone playing outside of the elements that they are unnaturally capable of doing. I'm not saying that Trayvon Diggs can't tackle, but what I'm saying is that uniquely on how he is built, here's my thing right here, and I tweeted this out. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Trayvon Diggs didn't allow a touchdown last game, nor did he allow Mike Evans over 40 yards while covering him. Now, last year versus Deebo Samuel, go back, look at the tape. He only caught 3 passes. Deebo, 3 passes for 30 yards while he was covering him. Now, Brandon Ayuk, that's the guy that I'm more, hey, Cowboys better be mindful of Brandon Ayuk. He's the baby Deebo. Go back and watch his tape. He's sneaky. He did give up a deep crosser on Brandon Ayuk. Diggs tackling is not an issue. Why did I say that? The dude only have 2 missed tackles all season long. 2 missed tackles. So when we try to say, hey, when you trying to play hero ball and you appear to think that something has happened, and you now of course leading with your shoulder is not what we want out of him. But what you prefer? Do you prefer him to be a tackling machine and give up multiple touchdowns and plus yards with no INTs? Or do you prefer him to be a cover corner? Because he's not both. He's not a press cover corner. He's not a press corner. He's a converted. He tackled just like a wide receiver. Have you ever seen a wide receiver tackle after like an interception and they come down and lead and hit down, get somebody down to the ground? Yeah. It is what it is. I wish he had a little bit more of him like a Jalen Ramsey. I wish he could tackle like the great, let's say, let me see what I can put out there. Maybe a Rod Woodson, a Charles Woodson. But he ain't that dude. But for dog sure, he only had 2 missed tackles all season. You can't get perfection out of everything. I get it. We can want the effort. But what if his effort causes him to miss a tackle even more and give up the touchdown? What if his effort causes him to tear upon his shoulder? Would you prefer to have that? Because he take bad angles. And this is what I said. I said you can't have it both ways. I think people can overanalyze. This is, for example, plenty of games I witnessed. Donovan Wilson missing tackles. I refuse to really pull upon that because I know how things can go. And then I would look at it only the negative connotation. Donovan Wilson missed 17 tackles. Not 1, not 2, double-digit tackles. Dude missed 17 tackles. But I know how y'all get. But y'all go be like, hey, man, Donovan Wilson good, but, man, he missed too many tackles, man. 17 missed tackles. So would you prefer, put it like this, would you prefer Trayvon Diggs to play the game like Donovan Wilson or not? Or you prefer him to be him? That's what I'm trying to say. I prefer Trayvon Diggs to be him. I prefer him to be him. To me, Tom Brady is a better passer than Brock Purdy. To me, Mike Evans on a vertical route is better than Debo. To me, yards after catch, yes, Debo is more dangerous. But as a threat, I would take the latter. I would literally give him the underneath, come down and field. There are things that you can do to bracket. There are things that you can have your linebackers to get to the flat. This should be a linebacker's game. This should be Parsons versus Debo if he's going to move him in the backfield. Stop the run. Yeah, I'm not worried too much. The only thing that I'm more so kind of worried about is that dude, Brandon Ayuk, double move. Double move. This should be a good game. That dude quick, got short area quickness. He's sneaky good. Stop the run. Stay disciplined to your This is another thing that I want my Cowboys to do. And I know we only got 3 days to prepare. We don't have the long length of time to prepare for this team, but we should take upon the previous tape, what we seen last year, and apply it. I want the Cowboys to play their brand of football. See, my brother last year around this time, right before we got a chance to play the Niners, he called me and he said, hey, 49ers already won. I said, why? Y'all played into our game. What is that? Did you read the report? I said, nah. Y'all practicing in pads. We got y'all mind. I told y'all, man, Cowboys stay and play their brand of football. There's only one team that can beat the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. But if they go into Candlestick trying to play the 49ers brand of football, oh, you can book it. That's an L for us. That's a big L. Play your kind of caliber of football. Play your brand of football. Look, There's no team right now in these playoffs can line up 13 personnel on a consistent basis. There's not one team that got that personnel. Meaning that if we can do that, there's not a team left in this season, postseason, that can stop it. There's not a team that can stop 13 personnel. There's not a team when Tyler Smith was pulling. I seen when Connor McGovern was pulling. Those two big boys just leading the way. And if we get out our way, put the ball in the belly of Tony Pollard, shoot. And the moment the teams try to hurry up, the moment the team try to substitute, no, we can hurry it up. Bam, 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 bam. Keep them on their heels. Jamie
Ponte $2. People forget Diggs was a WR converted to safety.
Yeah, or wide receiver converted to a defensive back. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that we can demand for Trayvon Diggs to play better. There's no doubt in my mind we can all demand it. My first car, one of my cars that I had when I was in high school, was a 1995 Honda Civic. Nice, I love that car. Had over 300,000 miles. Had the 17-inch rims on it. My brother let you know. And on that 95 Honda Civic, it had a trailer hitch at the back of it. 4-cylinder car. You can't get me in a 4-cylinder car now. Now, a trailer hitch, one can argue and say, hey, that's only designed for temporary usage, right? But if I were to get multiple things to put on the back of a trailer hitch, well, attach it to a trailer with that hitch and put loads and loads and loads on it, there's only so much that Honda can do before it starts wearing and tearing down, because it's not built for that. It's not meant for that. My brother got a F-150, my other brother. He got a trailer hitch on it. He can tow stuff all day, pull stuff all day. It won't do no harm to his vehicle. But that 95 Honda Civic, I'll never get out moving. Down there on Highway 20, Interstate 20. Down there by Piccadilly's in Jackson, Mississippi. And there's a little old hill when 20 converts over to that subdivision, when you get off of 20, over there by close to Jackson State. Down there by Piccadilly, that little old hill that had something on the back of that car. It got to shaking. That bug got to shake. It couldn't handle it. Wasn't built for it. A whole manifold was just all tore up trying to go up that hill. Just ain't built for it. What I'm trying to say is Trayvon Diggs, man, he won't lead this team in tackles. He won't have 12, 13 tackles. He's not going to do that. And I know you guys may say, hey, man, we ain't asking him to do that, Law. We're just trying to get this man mindset together. Let him do what he do. Just like LVE, he's not built to have 20 tackles a game. He's not. The way LVE tackles is the way he tackles. He would never tackle like Sean Lee. Although you guys may put him in the same category, he won't have a game like Sean Lee had against those Giants that year. Y'all remember 22 tackles? That ain't Sean Lee's game. Sean Lee's will peak at 14 to maybe close to 15 tackles. That's not his game plan, baby. And the way we are seeing LVE's improvement, I meant to say LVE, the way we are seeing LVE improving is because you got bigger hogs up front. You got bigger bodies up front. That's why LVE is shining. Jonathan Hankins, those big boys, and then the help of the other linebackers knowing their alignment and assignment. That's why. But if I go into the season next year saying, hey, man, LVE going to be the leading tackler on this team, and he's going to play just like Sean Lee as it relates to tackling, shooting through the gap. No, it ain't going to happen, bro. And we were looking at we were looking at Sean Lee doing that without this type of front. You can only imagine, close your eyes and imagine if we had a strong front when Sean Lee was here. Shoo. Let's go. But y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not this dude trying to be a Trayvon apologist, but that's just the reality of it. Expecting him to be a tackling machine or a tackling right is expecting Shaq on the perimeter to drain it. You know what I mean? He ain't going to happen, man. Hack a Shaq, baby. That's just what it is. That's what it is, y'all. That's exactly what it is. Let me open up the phone line, and you guys may have other thoughts about that. But there's nothing wrong with having the expectations. I'm just telling you about when expectations meets the reality of it. That's just the reality of it all together. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. The phone line. 657-390-7391.
My brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East Coast and or we in the hidden hills.
There are 3 participants in the conference. Please announce yourself.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Gina, for putting the line over there. Thank you so much. DMV George, you're live. Talk to me, man.
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing to it, Chief. Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, about this Trayvon Diggs thing. I'm from the DMV. My brother played with Stephon Diggs at Maryland University.
Yeah.
I've been to Trayvon Diggs high school games. This man was the best receiver in this state, and like if I would have took myself back then and said 10 years from now, this man is gonna be the best tackler on the Dallas Cowboys in the playoff run, I would sound stupid. I would sound a lot of bad words.
Right.
I was just like, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him not being able to being this tackling machine, throwing his body out. But the first Bucs game that costed us actually. That's what they ran Lenny to his side and Micah's side, and you could just see him getting blown out and run fits. But
right.
Besides that game, I really don't see that. I really haven't seen the time in his career where his nonchalant safety play style has been a problem.
Yeah. Well. The nature of tackling, you want to wrap, right? You want to, shoot down in there, wrap, tackle, get the player down to the ground. What I guess what most is looking at is his willingness to just throw his shoulder and not wrap tackle. That is a mindset type of thing. Or it could be sometimes when you playing the game, you could be favoring something, right? You could be having some undisclosed injury that you don't want to let out. So there are ways you can look at it. But I'm saying that it's not an issue because we haven't lost primarily only because of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like this coaching staff, they see this. They've allowed him to do this for most of his career.
Right.
So I don't think just because it's a playoff game, you guys want him to just play reckless. I think that's unrealistic to ask for, like you said. But besides that, I think going into this 49ers game, I feel like this game is going to be big on is Dak willing to extend these drives, very long drives, take everything underneath, and for Kellen Moore not to call these shot plays against this cover 4, cover 2 shell that they're going to run the entire game. Literally, they're going to run this the entire game. Fred Warner is going to be able to take it. He's going to be able to read what we're doing downfield and take that away. But I think we're just going to need to stay in that short area under Fred Warner when he drops. And if we live in that area where our yak and run up their catch in our run game, I don't see this being a competition really.
Right. So you playing a chess game with Fred Warner, and you got to watch out for the Greenlaw. Those are two. Greenlaw gonna lead in tackles and for the 49ers. He's a guy that I've seen they got unbelievable range. And he's reckless abandonment. He's reckless abandonment too, as the way he pursued to the ball. So I would actually in this game, Start off with Tony Pollard, get my fast horses out there, and then when we get close to the 20 or inside the red zone, then I'll introduce Ezekiel Elliott, and then you can mix it up from there. But this should be a running game for us.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
How do you think our defense will match up against CMC in this? I seen like that first run play of the last game for the 49ers, and they were in that wide zone. It seemed like that play was made open, schemed open weeks ago.
Right.
I want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. CMC and the other running back, you just got to contain those guys. CMC, he's been a guy that they also line up inside the slot, and if you got to be mindful of it, they do a lot of orbital motion with Deebo Samuel, so there should be a lot of trailing. There should be a lot of our DBs trying to get underneath, but I think that if we can figure out a way to play too high safeties, that takes away the deep looks for Purdy. And if our front seven can get home, then this will be a long night. But one of those things, whereas this should be one-on-ones, match up onto the outside, and make sure you hold contain with your linebackers. And that's the name of the game against CMC.
All right, sounds good.
I appreciate you, fam.
I'm letting the next caller get in here. Have a good day. Have a good evening.
No doubt, man. That's DMV George, man. Cam, you're live from the 205, fam.
It's Cam.
Whoa, Cam.
You feel me?
I feel you, fam. Talk to me, man.
Law, first I want to jump on, and I ain't trying to be a party pooper.
Okay, no worries, man. Hey, the 24 hours of all positive talk is out the window now, man. It's constructive criticism is anything you want to talk about now.
You know, I don't celebrate nothing but for 2 hours after that.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
But this is to Shady McCoy and Joy right quick.
Okay.
And mostly it's to Joy. Joy gave. I mean, you can give Patrick Mahomes a pass because he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Right.
But Joy gave Josh Allen.
Okay.
I even think she said Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
She probably and Brock. She gave so many quarterbacks yesterday. If you go watch Speak yesterday, she gave so many quarterbacks a pass, and didn't want to give Dak Prescott a pass.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is Buffalo haven't won yet neither. Josh Allen hasn't been able to get to the big game neither.
Right.
So for you to try to kill Dak, I told my friend, I said the narrative would have been different if Tom Brady would have beat the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
It would have been, oh yeah, man, let's play y'all Brady. But there's neither here nor there. We won that. Now we on to the San Francisco. I just want to throw that out there just to let y'all know you shouldn't watch that show because that show is bad for your health.
It's bad for your mind, man.
Bad for your mind too.
Yeah.
But we got to find a way to contain CMC. We have to play hard. We got to go out there and play physical. We have to play Cowboys football. Like you said, we can't go out there and play 49ers football.
Yeah,
you have to control the tempo, and you have to control the game. I feel like one way that we'll be able to beat these guys is always has been time of possession.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to see us go out there and score about a quick 2 or 3 touchdowns, and hold them out to at least a field goal or whatnot. So that way, you know, we can get into their head and we can put Brock Purdy up under that pressure and show him like, okay, you had your hot start. Let's see, can you keep it going? Because we here to play. We're not here just to win just to win a playoffs game. We here to win a divisional game. We here to win an NFC championship, and we want to go to the Super Bowl. But we got to go out there and play. We can't let that game that we played against Tampa Bay just say, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's all.
Right.
That's all we just to win one playoff game. That is not child's standard. You don't drop down to Stephen A. standard, who quote unquote say he was the reason why we won. He just an undercover fan anyway.
No doubt.
But my whole thing, you have to go out there and you have to play your football. Don't like I said, don't stoop to the 4-letter network standard that say, oh yeah, man, we can win one playoff game. No, it's like Michael Parsons said. We got 3 more games. We got 3 more games.
No doubt, man.
Is the game that's going to solidify who the Cowboys are going forward. Like you said, we can only beat ourselves when we don't play Cowboy football. A lot of people they don't like they feel like we should trade Ezekiel, and I keep telling them Ezekiel is a good blocker when it comes to protecting Dak Prescott off of play action.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Cab. I get with what you said on that, and I thank you, fam. Thank you for calling in, Chief.
Thanks.
No doubt, man. Zeke, there's a no trade clause on Zeke. Zeke contract goes all the way through 2026, and next year you can cut him and eat. I think it's about $12 million or something like that, and that would be foolish to eat that type of money. I think that Zeke is very valuable to us, especially in goal line opportunities, and he's a guy that he will wear you down, and that is what Zeke brings to the table. Is he a glorified fullback? No, I'm not going to say that, but what I can tell you that with Zeke and Pollard, it's better for us versus just with Pollard. I don't know how the combination of Pollard and Davis look for these playoff times, by the way. But I would prefer to have Zeke and Pollard versus Pollard and just Davis, if that can make any sense for you guys. I truly believe the mindset. Let me go back to this right here. In the Green Bay game. Boy, if we had Zeke in that game, I think we win that. I think a whole different conversation we'll be having right now. You need a guy like Zeke as far as the physicality. From the 316, you're live. Deon Day. You all right, fam?
Sorry, yes,
oh, okay, I thought you had fell out.
Ain't nobody scared over here.
Yeah.
This is a completely different team. If y'all paid attention to the game Monday, a statement was made.
Right.
A statement was made. We can leave the season where the season is. It's the playoff time.
Yeah.
And like Michael Irvin say, we hunt differently.
We hunt differently, yeah.
We hunt differently.
Yeah.
I know this right here, for one, it's payback.
Payback.
And it's payback. You need to get that James Brown clip.
Hey, man,
it's
you
big payback.
I'm going to have to go find and scoop it up today. You know what I mean? Just by you saying that.
It's a big payback.
Yeah, it's payback time.
That's all I got to say. It's payback.
Appreciate you, man.
We got a team full of dogs that remember, like he said, that's been swelling in us all season. This is what we've been wanting right here, because we started with Brady. We heard all the talk about, we ain't beat him, we ain't done this, we ain't done that, we can't do it. Shut up. Next, on to the next target. I feel sorry for your brother. You're going to have to pick him up on Monday, but it's going down.
Yeah. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, my dog. And don't feel sorry for him. No.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby? And don't y'all feel sorry for my brother. No. Did he feel sorry for me last year when he poured upon that glass of Hennessy and rubbed it all over me? You know what I'm saying? Rubbed it all in my face, man. Rub it all in the face. So don't feel sorry for him. No. This is revenge. This is payback, and I can't wait to see the reverse effect of me pouring out a shot for him. Let's go. J-May from the 774. You live.
Law, how's it going, my brother?
All is well, Jay. All is well.
All right, man. I want to pick up 2 quick things if I can, Law. About this whole thing about Diggs tackling, bro. Hey, listen, there's a bunch of cornerbacks that are high praise, like Asante Samuel Jr., Darius Slay, Eli Apple, Marcus Peters, and they're all under Diggs in tackling. Diggs got more tackles than all of them, and you don't hear nothing about them names. I mean, Diggs even got more tackles. I know it's a different position. More tackles than Nick Bosa and Khalil Mack. I mean, those are just a couple of names.
Right.
So, I mean, this whole thing about Diggs tackling, he'll get his nose dirty if he has to, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And also, one more thing, I want to pick your brain about this. I know maybe we're going to be looking at a new defensive coordinator next year. Has there been interest in about anybody talk to Sean Lee? I know he's a big student of the game. Has he ever any interest in any kind of position coaching at all?
That I don't know. I don't even know if he's even doing any consulting work. I'll do my homework on it. But the Cowboys, in my opinion, would like to hire from within in this moment, and it'll be the Joe Witt Jr.'s, Al Harris, and maybe we got a guy in waiting like George Edwards, who's been a defensive coordinator before, or even Dirty. So we got a lot of guys that can stand tall and be that guy to fill in that voided area for Dan Quinn. And I don't want the political warfare of hiring an inexperienced guy who don't have a resume so far in the NFL as being a coach and just trump those guys, because you know how slippery that slope goes, and I ain't finna turn the show that way, but you know, it'd be
you're right. You're 100% right. That's right. You gotta be careful what you ask for. I hear you, brother. I hear you,
yeah. But I feel you, man. That's a good point to bring up, though. I think Sean Lee would be wonderful some spot as a coach somewhere.
Yeah, some kind of position coach or some kind of like maybe, just to, pick his brain and stuff like that. But yeah, right. I appreciate you. I appreciate your show, man. You just keep it rocking, brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. That's Jay May. Solid Rock. Appreciate you so much. Let AI speak on this right quick. Appreciate y'all.
Solid Rock of Jesus Christ Ministry, $5. This is 1992 all over again. They doubted Cowboys same way, young team etc. On road, nobody said they would win. History repeating itself.
Yes, indeed, man. I just want the outcome to do it as well. All right. We got Lady Jessica. You're live.
Hey, Lon, how are you?
All is well. Can't complain. What you have for this show today?
We ready for the 49ers, or should I say whiners?
Whiners, baby.
Man, Mom, this is about revenge, like I told y'all.
Yeah.
They come up in our stadium with this big boombox, trying to act like they whatever.
Right.
And I don't know what happened. But this here ain't that time. This is playoff time. And the boys have already proven that they is about their business. They own their mission. So I don't know why people want to come up in here with all this discontention. We don't have time for y'all negativity. TVO, my people. How about them Cowboys? Let's see what's going to go down and how it's going to go down. All they got to do is go out there, execute like they execute. This here, they know what they got to do. They know the team they coming up against. What you think they going to do? Look at film. They watch the film, and they're working on what they need to do, on their body mechanics. Y'all people act like these boys don't want to win. I don't know what y'all thinking about. I wish y'all daughters would disappear, because we tired of y'all. Because this is Victory Wednesday. It's victory all week long until we get back out there and play again and get another victory. Y'all need to quit all this negativity.
Appreciate you, Lady J.
I got to get to work.
Lady J. She got to get back to work. She was on her lunch. All right, so we got Ezekiel, then we had Lady Trey, and we got Queen. Boy, we got the ladies in the house tonight, or today, Oh, but before I go into that, let me give a shout out to these super chats right quick. Did I miss someone? Jason says I missed him. Let the AI, she don't miss this one, though.
Jason Renfro, $5. You miss my member super chat. Parsons is like a lion in wild, tasting blood for the first time, and now he got the taste of it, and now he wants more.
You ain't lying. Ain't nothing like that lion or that dog fool around and get a taste of that blood. That's a dog that you don't want to fight, though. A lady dog that just had them puppies, shoot, you reach your hand in there, it don't matter how many times you fed her. No, she gonna eat you alive, boy, reaching that wrong. True story, though, by the way. Them dogs, boy, there's something about once they taste that blood or after they had their child, they just go crazy, ballistic, and you don't want to fight them. It is what it is with that. Then I got Halle. Let's go with it. Jet D, thank you, too. as well.
Hallelujah $5. Imagine being a female trying to holla at law and he hits you with that. I appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate you, fam. You ain't lying. That's in my vernacular. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you all the way. From the 703, Zeke, you live.
What's going on, Law Nation? Hey,
to it.
One way or another, we are going to go all the way. I'm a little nervous because I watch your show, and I'm inspired every time, not just for, the Cowboys. I'm not nervous about that. Let me be clear. I'm not nervous about what we're going to do this year.
Okay.
I don't do a whole lot of talking about the boys. My wife looking at me like, what you going to say? But I'm just going to be transparent and be honest. I think that we're in a really good place right now, not just because we beat Tampa. We're in a good place because our mentality has shifted as a football team, as a franchise. I was a little hurt because I really wanted Jimmy Johnson to get his due.
Right.
If anybody deserves to get into the Ring of Honor of the Dallas Cowboys franchise, it's that dude.
Yeah, he does.
And I think, I don't know when that's going to happen, but I hope Jerry does right by him. And I see the love in Dallas. My wife and I had an opportunity to go to Texas and see Washington get their mouth smashed in.
Oh, wow.
And while on the subject, don't be tripping, Cowboys fans, about what happened 2 weeks ago. I hate to bring it up, but I'm in D.C.
Okay.
So I got to live and see all these Washington, piglets running around talking about how they got the dub. Dog, we wasn't even playing. That wasn't us.
It wasn't. Yeah.
That was strategy. That was politics. And if no other Cowboys fan understands that we are highly political as a football team, then you smoking something.
Yeah, they smoking.
We are
good
American team, so there's a lot that goes down that we will never see, that we will never understand. All we see is what's happening on the TV. But there's a lot of logistics. There's a lot of politics that's happening even on the football field. Dak sees what's going on. My man is the smartest quarterback, I believe, in the whole league. My man don't be running around looking at his wrist every 5 seconds. My man knows the play.
Yeah, he do. He do. You know what? You brought up a great point, because in that game I saw even Tom Brady looking to the sideline trying to say, Byron, what you going to call me for me now,
Right.
But, to that degree, Dak Prescott got 2 degrees. I think he got his master's degrees in psychology. So he went back to get that. So from a cerebral approach to the game, I think that he knows that. Now, he's been testing the waters a little bit this season, trying to force balls where he thought that players will be at, right? And that's the only way you'll know, right? If you test it and push it and try to see whether or not you can get all what you can out of it. But as far as being the smartest quarterback in the league, I'm not finna give him that. But, yeah, he's up there.
Well, he has a very high IQ, football-wise. And I like what Zeke is doing. No, don't get rid of Zeke. I don't know who that person was talking about trade Zeke. Not because we have the same name, but you got to understand, Dak and Zeke, they're like peanut butter and jelly. They complement each other so well, and they are leaders on the football team. So don't get it twisted. When they're on the sideline, after they did their due on the field, best believe they're still, encouraging the football team and everything like that. But I ain't going to hold you long. I know you got a line. I'm going to just go ahead and say, how about them Cowboys? And I'll see y'all at the ship.
How about them? Got the whole Zeke squad over there. Shout out to you and your queen, man. Sir. Thank you, man. Salute, bro.
Appreciate it.
You did a great job, man. Not everybody is capable of speaking over the phone waves or airways and things like that. I mess up so many times. I let my country get out on me, they be like, man, what this dude said? He's country. But it is what it is. I appreciate him for calling in, though. I got Trey. You're live from the 901.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Okay. So, just like Zeke just said, that Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, they are best friends. They've been there since day one. This is day one. They finna go get that ring, y'all. They done promised each other this. And every time we play somebody, y'all, they all want to bring up, ooh, y'all get ready. Okay. Just like Zeke said, that Washington game, that was just, baby, come on, y'all. Y'all know we don't even play like that. That was nothing.
Right.
We was waiting to get into the playoffs to prove to the world that the Cowboys can win a playoff game. Matter of fact, we're going to win 3 more of them because we're going to get to that Lombardi. And as I tell people, y'all just ought to be ready. What y'all think the Cowboys are going to sit on the field and be like, okay, Debo coming, what we going to do? Purdy's going to stay on his behind the whole night. They going to get that boy. They going to get him. And turning on the offense side with Dak now, Dak ain't have to do nothing. They going to really be playing complimentary football come Sunday because the defense going to win this game. It's their turn. It was our turn Monday against Tom Brady. It was offense turn. This game is all about defense. Diggs going to get his, while everybody talking about Diggs. Watch he get his 2 picks for his baby boy. He ain't got one yet this time around. For the playoffs, though, they finna shine on him this time. Y'all gonna see it. Him and Bland, they gonna tag team, catching everything because they gonna up and disrupt that Purdy boy. He gonna get confused. He gonna start throwing all kinds of ways, thinking he looking left or to the right. Oh, he gonna be looking right to the left, and he gonna get that ball caught every time. And Debo and that old, what's his name, McCaffrey. Y'all, come on, y'all. We
go.
just as fast as they are. So, yes. How about them Cowboys? And my game prediction score?
Already.
Yes, sir. Cowboys 35. Them doggone whiners ain't going to get, but I'm going to give them to them. They're going to get 21 points. They're going to get that. But that's all they're going to get.
Woo-wee. Let's go.
See y'all at the Lombardi.
Yes, it did. That's Trey. Ooh, baby. Hey, man, that happened. Oh, that's going to be dope. We up against some dogs, man. We up against some dogs, and I can't wait for tonight and everything else. We got some more super chats that we got to read before I let my lady queen come alive over here. Y'all bear with me. How about Jet D with the $5 support line over here for your mind? Let's let the AI speak on it.
Jet D $5. How about them Cowboys? Let's go kick Niners booty.
Oh, yeah. Booty. Yeah. That's such a funny word. All right, JD. Yeah, you're right. Let's go get them. Let's kick their booty, And then we got Christopher 214. Yes, with the $2 support line for your mind.
Chris 214 $2. Purdy will turn back into Mr. Irrelevant. Watch.
Just watch. Don't believe me. Just watch. She's your queen to be. Queen, you're live, baby. You're live on the nation.
Hey, Lo, how you doing, darling?
Oh, I'm lovely. I'm well.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby? How about them?
I know you and I been having a little difference of opinion today.
No. We're just having a football conversation, lady. You know how it goes.
Yeah, that's what
that's how it's supposed to be.
It's a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that Diggs need to go out there and try to tackle everybody,
right,
and get himself hurt and all that other kind of stuff. But the last game, now I'm a girl now. I ain't never played a football a day in my life. Mm-hmm. The last game, it just seemed like he was doing more avoidance of contact than I've ever seen him do.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is the playoffs. This is the time where you need to bring that dog out.
Bring
you
that
know
dog.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, let him be him, I guess.
No, this is what I was going to say, Queen. There's two things that can be true, right? And I agree with you. He need to bring forth better effort, right? Right. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying.
I think you and I low key was talking about the same thing or debating about the same thing. That he need to bring more effort. He need to tackle better.
Mm-hmm.
But my only rebuttal to that in my panel last night is that for the expectations, the expecting.
Right.
If you expecting him to do that on a consistent basis, it's like me expecting Shaq to hit a 3-pointer. But go ahead.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. Because I'm gonna tell you, Shaq tried 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Shaq tried free throws.
He did.
He could not make them. Trayvon is not putting forth that kind of effort. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I feel you though, but you know, I'm a diehard Laker guy, right? And I saw him in that Detroit game. It hurt my heart, lady. You know what I mean? but it is what it is. But I feel exactly what you're saying though. But he needs to step up. That is the reality of it, right? And,
because we trying to get 6, y'all. That's all.
We trying to get that 6.
We are in a great position to get 6, and everybody needs to come with a 200%. Not 100, but 200. Double it up. It's only 3 more games.
On 3, and we got it.
You see what I'm saying? All right. So my score prediction is 36-13.
Ooh, you know what? Normally I don't do this, but if that exact score hit, I got something for you. I got something for you. I appreciate you, lady. Let me hear you say it though before you roll up out.
I'm gonna get loud today, Lord. Cowboy Nation.
Yes, indeed. That's Queen. Yes, indeed, y'all. Listen to the Queen, y'all. That's your Queen right there. So let them hang, and Dak was definitely letting them hang this past game with his run game and everything else. So we going to have to figure this out. I think that the yards should be available for this team to run on the 49ers. Think about this. That Raiders game, 49ers versus Raiders game, that backup quarterback ran for 34 yards on them, right? They had over 135 yards rushing. So I think that our run game, and shout out to Josh Jacob, I ain't trying to put any salt at him, but I think that our running game collectively can be better than what the Raiders exhibited. And I know that we got more weapons than the Raiders. Now, shout out to their Devontae Adams, what have you. But I think that we have more weapons. I think that our defense is better. And if they can put up 34 points, we can do the same. Do y'all agree? If the Raiders can put up 34 points on the Niners, we can put up 34 points on the Niners. And I think that I'm going to take my Dallas Cowboys defense over the Raiders. Although the 49ers won in that game overtime. But y'all know how it goes. Ain't that right? Mark, the enlightened one. You're live from the 424.
Hey, how's it going, Law?
All is well.
So I wanted to discuss, I've been watching, around the landscape, and I noticed a lot of Cowboy fans just saying the things that they're hearing on the 3 and 4 letter networks about how we need to be more physical, how we need to tackle, how we better be ready for CMC and Debo. But when I watched the game last season, the 49ers beat us because of our mistakes. They didn't out-physical us. We jumped out of our lane, and Debo cut it back and made big plays. We had lapses in coverage, and they were able to turn little 15-yard catches into 20-yard games. So everything that happened to the Cowboys last year happened because they were undisciplined and cocky. We felt like we were a superior team, and if we showed up, we would beat the 49ers. They came in.
What was the final score in that game?
They beat us by 6.
They beat us by 6. It was like 23 to what was the final score? 23 to what? Y'all have me.
23-17, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
We also missed 3 kicks and 2 extra points in that game.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about the kicker now. But what I can say is, not to cut you off on this. You remember now? I know you remember vividly that interception that happened on our side of the field last year, right?
Yeah,
Dak went to Cedric Wilson. The dude went through the body of Cedric Wilson. He said that ball belonged to me. And the exact next play, because the Niners couldn't move the ball at all. They couldn't move the ball at all in the second half. The exact next play, Debo scored. That was the last time they scored and brought it up to 23. So Debo, he did it on an end around, right? And my guy forgot the whole contain. I ain't gonna call out his name. I'm gonna make y'all go watch that tape. But he forgot the whole contain, and it wasn't a DB, by the way. But I ain't gonna say anything else. I don't want y'all to shank me with the butter knife. But what I'm saying is that game was tight. It boiled down to the last possession. So what we got to do is not have the turnovers, of course, and we can't have 14 penalties. But go ahead to your point.
Yeah, so that's basically what I was saying. Like, what we need to do is just clean up what we do. Like, we beat ourselves in that game. Like, salute to them. They came in. They didn't do anything to beat themselves, and they capitalized on every mistake that we made. But they didn't what I'm saying is we weren't out physical. We weren't out coached. We weren't outsmarted. What we were is undisciplined, which we were all season. We punched people in the face on third, and after we get a stop on third down, we jumped off sides, we held, like we did things that teams that don't expect to advance do, and we lost the game.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this year, the Cowboys need to go into the game saying, I'm not going to beat myself. If the 49ers line up across us and they beat us without us making mistakes, then we shake their hand in the middle of the field and we congratulate them on going to the next round. But if we do what we're supposed to do, stay disciplined, and work our game plan, we will beat the 49ers handily. I haven't seen them line up across the team as good as the Cowboys across the board with our pass rush, our linebackers, our secondary. Nothing that they've done in these past 11 games has been impressive. They beat teams they're supposed to beat, which is the same thing they've been saying about the Cowboys. They say we're supposed to beat Tampa. They're 8-9 team.
Yeah.
We're supposed to beat the Colts. We're supposed to beat the Titans. We're supposed to, but when we blew the doors off of Minnesota, they said that was a weak team. We're supposed to do that. We blew the door. We put up 40 on the best pass defense in the NFL at the time in Philadelphia, and it was because Jalen Hurts was there, even though Jalen Hurts don't play defense. So,
heck yeah, because now, man, you bringing up too many good points, man. I think that Darius Slay is better than any DB they got, right? I think that Bradbury would be a starting DB for the Niners, right? And if you look at the Eagles defense, they were ranked number 2 and the Niners were ranked number 1 or something like that in defense. But we faced defenses like the 49ers. I come to tell you that, the Niners may have more of an explosiveness out of Joey Bosa, but you can't dismiss the Eagles front. Right? And you can't dismiss their TJ Edwards and all of those boys as it relates to their linebackers. So this going to be a game. Look, this is what the Niners don't see. They don't see that our offense is capable. They don't think that we are. They thinking that probably what they seen out of the Washington tape. That's what a third of the people are seeing. They thinking that we're going to show up like what we did against Washington. But it's not going to happen.
And I look at our numbers, like when we were the number 1 offense last year, a lot of it came in like 9 or 10 games. Like we blew the doors off some teams that we weren't, that was bad, so the stats look better. This year, that number 1 offense came the last 7, like the last, out of the last 9 games, I say like 7.
Right.
Where we beat quality teams, put up points on teams that people said we couldn't score against, and we scored a lot of points against. And we supposed to have a bad receiving core. That's what I keep hearing.
Right.
But C.D. Lamb was in the top 5 in the league in receiving this year without no help on the other side. So
I mean, it's going to be a good game, fam, man. Hey, it's good talking to you too, Mark. Let me let these other guys on, but, man, let me hear you say it, fam. Let me hear you say it.
Man, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. All right, we're gonna put the locks on, man. I appreciate everybody for calling in, though. We're gonna put the locks down on it. But man, it's some good conversation today, baby. Who else I got over here? I got JD with the super chat. Thank you, man.
JD from DC, $4.99. When I saw Evans hit Diggs, I heard move at $$ and get out the way, comma.
Move. Get out the way.
The conference has been locked.
All right, and I got JD again, man. Dog, you on fire, you know. Yeah. Appreciate you, JD.
JD from DC, $4.99. Like Bart Scott said, can't wait! We dim boys.
Yes, indeed. The ladies' favorite, because Trey is saying, where is VIP? Well, I got this dude waiting in the VIP lobby. He been chilling, and he got drink specials for all of the ladies here. And let's bring him on from the 860 VIP.
Lord VIP, baby. Yes, we coming off that curry goat. I'm eating some curry goat, picking curry goat out my teeth right now, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Tom Brady, man.
Shout out to him, man. Round of applause to the man, the GOAT, the legend, the myth. Tom Brady. Hoo, 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 hoo.
But now that we over that, if we rattle Tom Brady,
right,
that everybody calls the GOAT,
right,
what do you think the Lion is going to do to Purdy? I watched him terrorize Tom Brady. He terrorized. When he went in the backfield, do you know what he said when he was in the backfield? He said, get used to me. I'm going to be in the backfield all night.
Yeah. He said that. Yeah.
So that's what we have. And what I want to see more of in this game from Micah is not at the D-line. We need him in the middle of the field because when they were running at him last year, we found out that is his kryptonite.
Yeah,
because Micah only weighed 253 or something like that.
245.
So you can run at him physically.
Yeah.
So if we put D. Armstrong on that line, we got D-Law on the other end. We put our big boys in the middle. Let him roam the middle with LVE. I guarantee a win, bro. I guarantee a win.
Play our brand of football, man. Don't play the Niners brand. Play your brand, man. What's your best shot? You know what I'm saying? What you do best. You know, do what you do best. And when you do that, no one can stop it.
But I think last week, Big Mike, did you see Mike wear the chain? You saw Big Mike wear the hot boy chain in the locker room?
Man, bro, we different, fam. We different.
I'm telling you, we are built different this year, and Big Mike has got his hands all in the soup of our OC. Meaning he ain't letting the OC deter too far from the offensive game plan that he knows wins championships.
No doubt.
And that's running the ball, time of possession, and strategic first downs. And that's what Dak is doing. That's why I like when Dak likes to hurry up offense, because now Dak takes over the game again.
No
But
doubt.
I'm going to let you get to your caller.
Appreciate you,
I got to
man.
get to my DM. Hey, I need some help with my DMs. You want to help me out a little bit, Lord?
Man, after that Kendra G show, man, you going to have your hands full, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. You a superstar over there, man. Just be careful. Just be careful. You know what I mean?
Well, Lord, before I go, you already know what it is. How about them Cowboys? I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Law.
Ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest. Let's the getting. You know, can't say all the Tupac's lyrics over here. But with that being said, we got Coach Marv, we got Noah B. These are the next two that's been waiting here patiently from the 803. Coach Marv. I don't know why I said 903 yesterday, but from the 803, you're live, Coach.
Man, you're excited like me, Law. You're excited like me with this thing, man.
Yes,
hey, man, I heard y'all on the final word yesterday, and I know we was on you about Diggs, but let me just do right quick. I want to say this about Diggs before I give you what I think about San Francisco.
Talk to me, man.
Listen, Diggs from Alabama.
Roll Tide.
And he knew how to tackle, and he knew that the object is to bring the guy to the ground, and we're not talking about being a big time hitter,
right?
But you gotta make sure you gotta make sure you get him to the ground when you come. And one of the greatest things that if you watch the documentary on Bill Parcells, the art of Bill Parcells and Nick Saban on the art of coaching, both of them said the first thing they look at the defensive back before they even look about covering is that he got to be able to tackle. So that's come from the two greatest.
Right.
So it's not about being a big time hitter. We not expecting him to be a big time hitter, but just throwing your body out there, just the bumper guy, and not try to wrap him up or get hold to him. That's not going to be acceptable because these San Francisco receivers are going to run right through that, and yards in the playoffs that's what's called detrimental in playoff football. Missed tackles, turnovers.
Right. Missed tackles, turnovers. Effort goes a long way. Somebody can say effort before talent, right? A lazy man, look, a determined man can dig a ditch with a shovel faster than a lazy man can with a crane. So it goes back to that mindset, and I understand all of that. But I would just say the expectations of him to do that consistently. I'm not trying to put it on Trayvon Diggs like that, but just temper them. But one thing I can tell you though, the game that he played in, the Tampa Bay game, he only allowed 40 receiving yards from Mike Evans. 0 touchdowns.
Right, but he's not going to listen. And I'll say this. And let me say this back because I can get to the San Francisco, the meat of the game. But listen, he's not going to give up a lot of yards and catching because he's going to be covering. One thing that Deion Sanders said. Deion Sanders said, "I'm not one no hitter, but I ain't missing no tackles." So that's another thing. So you got to do the things and if you're going to go in your way of going, you got to make sure you make the tackle. And he understands that. And sometimes we have to put those things out there because he's the leader. And what the leader does will transfer to everybody else if you allow him to do that. So anyway, same thing we talked about with LVE earlier in the year. Mm-hmm. So we don't want that to fall into it. So it's the same thing what I was saying about with this rivalry. Listen, Law, you and your brother understand this.
Yeah.
That the Cowboys and the 49ers are their method and their recipe for winning is the exact same. Make you one-dimensional and hunt the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. That's what they want to do. And this is going to be about a will about who stays in their game plan. If you look at the game last year, yes, we were undisciplined. Yes, penalties. Yes, all this. But they said that they were going to stay to their game plan. And when Shanahan says about 30 carries, he's not saying 30 carries because they're trying to gas you. Their running game is built to make big running plays, but their running game is to make sure that their quarterback stays in a good rhythm and he can throw play action passes and he can get some separation based off, you will know they're committed to the run. Mm-hmm. Well, if you look at our quarterback, he is better when that is the same philosophy. So you have to be able to be disciplined and to understand and to trust our players and to trust our talent that we can go into San Francisco and win. This is about two Titans that's going to play, and I believe they're the two best teams in the NFC. And this is about these teams going and being dedicated and true to their identity, to their formula to winning.
No doubt.
So that's what you have to do. So
stay true to their identity, man.
I appreciate everything you do for the land, and remember your voice matters, man. It expresses way farther than what you can ever imagine. And some people not gonna give you the credit, and they definitely not gonna say the independent people are the ones that give the good ideas. But believe you me, they listen, and you do put out a great word, and keep doing what you're doing, my brother.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. That's Coach Marv, y'all. Put your hands together for the infamous, man, Coach Marv. Always, fair and balanced with his approach, and I love it. It goes down like Madison sometimes. You be like, I can't stand him. Oh, this is good for you, though. Had to take that one, But it is what it is, and that's what Coach is supposed to do. I'm not here to have all of you guys to agree with me on every turn. No, I want you guys to challenge my mind. I want you guys to bring the facts and these sorts of things, because I'm not always right, you know, and of course. People will say, hey, man, these players are not listening to you. These coaching staff is not listening to you. No, yes, they are. They are. I go out there to Oxnard, right? And there are people waiting to get. I've never been an autograph guy. I've never been a fanboy type. And I'm not trying to sully or denigrate anybody of that. But someone was like, hey, can you get close so that this guy can recognize you, so that I can get this signed? And I said, yeah. I went there, and somebody was like, Osa. And then Osa came straight up, and they said, this Law Nation. And he looked around. Oh, yeah, I know Law Nation. So I get it, right? Even the players, they listen. They watch these shows. They pick up what we are saying. They check in. This generation of football players, they are young. They in these Instagram streets. They are on Twitter. They on TikTok and beyond. So quite sure they see my face. I do like 30 videos a day. They see my face. They say, and they see their name. Of course they're gonna listen. So they don't all agree with me, you know. They all look. Deontay can tell you. Felix Jones. I meant to say. You know he don't even like me. But that's just how it goes, man. We got Noah. My other Noah Brown right here, man, from the 469, Noah. Noah Brown, what's good, man?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man, you supposed to nose the ball, man, on that offside kick, man. Why you didn't see through it?
I got nervous because they kept saying that Dak not gonna throw me the ball, so I had to make an impression.
You're supposed to catch it, man, on the offside, man. Come on, Noah Brown, come on, man.
I tried. Hey man, I appreciate you. What you just said, that's so real. They do listen to you, and at the end of the day, what people don't understand, these football players, when they go home, they are regular players. They get on social media, YouTube, and you know, I'm sure it's a recommendation, considering that they are Cowboys players and you do Cowboy content. So of course you go, James Harden gonna pop up, you know.
Right.
They do their search, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, and they're gonna listen to see how people do. They listen to see what you're engaging in, and if you sound somewhat intelligent, which you are, by the way. I'm not saying you're not. I'm saying.
I feel you, man.
And I know you know what you're talking about. That's why I follow you and I support you. And when my son get home from school, I'm sure he gonna play some of this content back for the day also,
right,
whatever. But yeah, you make a lot of good valid points. So I know they do watch because I would.
Yeah, I would too. I'll at least play it in the background while you know, washing my hair, grooming my beard. See what this person had to say about me.
Right. Because as people, we are self aware of other people's opinions, even if we disagree or don't, buy into it. We still want to hear it to see if it has some type of trueness to it. You know, even if we don't say nothing, we're still gonna at least entertain it for a little bit.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say was this, Long. I have 100% faith. I know for a fact we're gonna win this game, because when I was watching last year's game, everybody done already made the points that I wanted to make. So right. I'll keep it brief. I mean, it was the penalties in that one interception that hurt us in that game, and also what I noticed. I was looking back at that Tampa Bay game. Fournette had 127 rushing yards the first time we played them. Fournette just had 26 or 27 yards this last game we just played them. Right. So I think we done fixed that middle somewhat to a degree to where you're not gonna be able to just rush all over the place on us. So if we contain, we fixed that out, man. After the Green Bay Packer game, we kind of sat down and said, okay, Jonathan Hankins, if you go back and watch the tape, I think we had to play the Colts. I think that running back, I forgot his name.
I mean, he was dynamic. He didn't get 100 yards. Cook didn't get 100 yards. We went through a slew of games of the running backs not getting 100 yards. So when we want to stop the run and stay focused and locked in, we stop that run. We do.
Yes, and I agree because it was a lot of times you get on and people were saying how our run defense is trash, which I was like, just give us time. And then when we signed Hankins, that big wide body right there, oh man, that was you know I was so excited when they said he was gonna play as if it was Dez Bryant 2.0 or something. That's how. And my son like, why are you so happy? I'm like, 'cause son, you don't understand. By that man being right there, he stuffed that A and B gap. He stuffed
it, man.
To where it's hard to run in that inside, which you're gonna have to go outside. Which I guess that's what everybody was talking about and saying Diggs needs to get a little bit more physical. I'm thinking that's what I hope that's what they're referring to on those jet sweeps.
What Diggs? What they mad about with Diggs is it was a lot of third and longs, and he's playing off, and he allowed the receiver to catch the ball for one. He didn't drive down on it, and he took bad leverage. He played with bad leverage, and he took bad angles, and it causes the first down to be given up. Nevertheless, he need to step that part up. That's not what I'm refuting. And also, before I let you go, man, go ahead, talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Think about this. What would you do if you sitting on an island for 10 or 15 minutes a game? I mean, you're not having nothing coming your way, so I can see how he can get complacent every now and then. So the camera just happened to show those particular plays.
I mean, it's bad though. It's bad because of the antics of it. But I feel you, But he went this whole season with only 2 missed tackles. Shoot, and then he it's not like he's bottom in the league in tackles. So sure, right. give me that ratio. Give me that guy. With 3 interceptions and with only 2 missed tackles.
And then he got Parsons edging them on. I remember at the beginning of the year they had some type of bet, and I remember when Diggs, the dude caught I think it was a swing pass to the right, and Diggs was right on him, and it was a loss of 6 yards, and he tackled him by the bottom of his legs. Yeah. So I think he can tackle when he needs to, not want to. When he needs to make those adjustments, I believe he will. Can I make one more point?
Go ahead.
The 49ers. I looked at their schedule, right? They only played 3 teams that had winning records this year. 3. Only 3. And one of them happened to be Miami, just to give a take, and
Chiefs?
I forgot who?
The Chiefs?
And and the Chiefs. I'm not gonna say Seattle because they was.
It's vision. If you move the divisional games, then I ain't gonna shortchange them though. But I'm gonna save some. I'm gonna save some of that conversation for tonight. When me and my brother, don't take away all of my points. But me and my brother tonight, y'all just stay tuned for tonight, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay. Well, let me say one thing about the Cowboys. Please.
Yo. Hello?
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All I wanted to say is this. I want them haters to keep saying that the Cowboys is not going to rise to the occasion because I notice whenever they talk bad about us, we come out and we do our job great. I don't want us to be hanging on our high hats and everybody giving us praise. Not yet. I want them to keep hating on us and keep saying we're not going to get the job done because they're just keeping the boys focused. And I know that they keep killing these teams whenever they focus and everybody lose faith in us. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Shout out to you, Noah Brown. That's my guy, Noah. All right, from the 815, my brother from another mother, Brandon Ross, you're live.
Yeah, what's up, Lon? I'm driving, man. So
okay, it's all good, man.
My reception might be ugly. But, hey, about the Trevon Diggs thing, look, he's not the best tackler in the world, but look, I believe when it's time to tackle, he's gonna tackle. I'm not worried about Trevon tackling. That's me personally. But to me, hey, this is a big game. But if I'm being honest, this is another game where I think I'm not gonna say against Tampa Bay, we clearly were the better team. Like they're 8-10 as of when we beat them. I think we're a little bit. I just think we're better than San Francisco. It's just to me if we stick to the game plan. Like I even because I think Dak threw the ball a little bit more than we ran it. Either way, he still played a good game. So as long as we can keep it in that range and that realm, I honestly, we should walk to the Super Bowl. Like that's my honest opinion.
Yep.
As long as Dak stay within his means, I believe. Like, man, I'm when I'm looking at San Francisco and I looked at how they play. Last year, I just want people to remember we were right there. Like,
right there.
I know people think they ran a lot on us. We only gave up 140 yards, and I think 40 of them came on one run from Debo.
Yeah.
So I know they had a lot of timely runs. My point is, I think we're I think we're 5 to 6 points better. My score prediction, I'm gonna wait till whenever we give in that. But I just think we're a better team, and as long as that stay in that 20, 26 to 33 attempts, I think we'll win the game fairly easy.
So you're on the page with me. Keep Dak anywhere between 24 and 27 attempts, right? Right? You're on the same page, huh, Brandon? You know what? I thank you, man. So you don't have no reservations on my guy Dak Prescott. As long as they keep that and we get to the look, Big Game James got a theory, 30-30 club, 30 passing, 30 rushing. I'm saying 24 to 27 passing attempts for my guy Dak Prescott in this game, and I'm looking at 30, close to 30 rushing attempts. We win this game. We will win this game big time.
And that's my point. To me, long as it's in that area, because I know sometimes, last week, when you rolling, you're going to get a few more attempts. So that's cool. But to me, my issue with Dak is when we get outside of that, when we let's feature that. Guys,
well,
He's not the puzzle.
Well, that's what I've been saying all this year, and that's for most quarterbacks, believe it or not, when people do the numbers. I appreciate you, Brandon, man. Hey, be safe on the road. I thank you for waiting, man. I thank you for calling in. Thank you, man. And don't forget to call back in when we do the score predictions and all of that, fam. Appreciate you.
Oh, I definitely will. How about them Cowboys, Dak? Hey, I'm still watching.
Hey, it's finna be 3-3 Dak now, baby. He gonna be a long way from 1-3. Come on, baby. 3-3 Dak. Y'all put 3-3 Dak. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Because Dak is run playoff record 2-3. We got to keep the playoff record for my guy Brandon. You know what I mean? Because he kept saying 1-3, 1-3. They're gonna be 1-4. But now he's 2-3. So let's go 3-3, baby. Yes, indeed, man. 3-3 Dak, man. Let me see y'all put 3-3 all the way down while I go over these super chats, man. Yes, indeed, man. I love y'all so much. We got a lot of people in here. Can y'all do me a huge favor, man, to keep everything going? I need your help. I really do. There's a button with a thumbs up. Can y'all press it for me? Hit that like button for your boy. Just do that for me, because y'all know how this thing goes, man. I ain't trying to do it, but you know how it goes, man.
So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Talk to me, baby. Yes, indeed. That baby boy movie go crazy, man. Yes, indeed. We got J May with the super chat. Thank him so much for that. Appreciate you, man, so much, man. As I'm seeing them thumbs, I've seen them thumbs up, man. I appreciate y'all. Jamie says, old boy got his 40 minutes worth. And my guy, Mr. 316 says, y'all stop pump faking. 773 watching, only 80 likes. That is a big shame, man. Appreciate you, though.
Shame.
Yes, indeed.
Shame.
And Coach Marv says, Law, I just saw something today. Jimmy Johnson on the Colin Cowherd show said that he had Mike McCarthy on his boat last summer. That's great news. Oh, my goodness, man. Yes, indeed. That is some excellent news because there was another coach that went on a boat ride with Jimmy Johnson in the in the late 90s, and he brought out all of that information and ended up having, I think, collectively 6 rings. So, look, let's do that. I got my guy that's been waiting here patiently, but before he go, let Coach Marv say this, man. Let the AI talk.
Coach Marv $5. Law. I just saw something today. Jimmy Johnson on Colin Cowherd show said he had McCarthy on his boat last summer. That's great news.
Yes, indeed, man. I wish I could play the audio on Fox, but since I call out Colin Cowherd and all of them, man, anytime I play any audio just from Fox, they like to claim it, so I can't do it anymore, y'all. But I can play audio from ESPN and 105, but, they be tripping, so I can't play audio from anything from Colin Cowherd shows, or that's how I know I got to them. Somebody listening, they be like, oh, shoot, this dude, we can't play here audio, so I said, all right, they're trying to squeeze me. From the 206, you're live, my guy, MJ.
What up, Law? What's the word, brother?
Hey, rivalry week, man. We playing against those Niners, man.
Hey, it's gonna be a good week. I got a good feeling. Like when I don't get nervous,
right?
And then I know that's when I know I'm gonna win. When we played Washington, I had a funny feeling. I was nervous. Then we lose. Ain't that crazy?
Yes, indeed, man.
But now I'm feeling so good because it's all revenge. All these teams is revenge. Them, the Eagles, the Giants, and the 49ers. And Kansas City. All revenge games. So I just want Diggs. One thing I get mad at Diggs with, he got when it's 3rd and 6, please don't play 10 yards off. But come on, man, you got to be a Reeves. That's what I want you to be.
Read the feed. Read the field, man. I don't like now. There could be now. I wish I was in the meeting rooms with those boys on 3rd and long. For some reason, they do play the sticks, meaning that they line up at the first down marker. And they do that, and that's how you see multitude of plays from Tom Brady. And they said, okay, nothing deep, but we're going to give you the cheap. I thought the old saying was this right here, Marv, nothing deep and nothing cheap. Yeah. That used to be the saying, but now it's nothing deep. We'll give you the cheap, and, it is what it is.
Man, I want 3rd and 6, bump and run, because the quarterback ain't gonna never see me like he see this week. Cause that number 11, cause he could feel it. Number 11, Dak, Zeke, the top number 70, 77, 71, 42. They could feel it.
Yeah.
27, 16. Them the veterans. They like, man, we got a chance to win this. We got to do it. So I think we're gonna beat them 38-13. They finna get blasted.
38-13.
Interception. Yeah, 38-13.
Let me see. I think I owe you something, man. What was our wager for this year? How many sacks did we get? You said, how many sacks did you say?
I said we was going to get 60.
How many did we get?
I think we got like 58, 59.
Yeah.
Ain't that
well, all I can say is you're gonna take good care of me when I get out there to L.A. this year, right? You take good care of me, fam. You got me. But still, go in my thing. Text me your address. I got something. I got a care package for you, man. For you to boldly say that, and we got close to it. I still can give you something, man. But you gonna take good care of me when I get out there.
Oh man, you fam. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna take care of your last.
Regardless, I already know, fam. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, MJ. Let me hear you say it, fam.
Hit your link right now and send you my address or something?
Yeah, send me your address via that text message thing.
Okay.
All right, bro.
I think I lost your my Instagram got hacked. So I got somebody stole, because, you know, I do the marketing, and some fool hacked my Instagram, 8,000 people.
Dang.
And he know I'm one of the biggest promoters. That fool hacked me, and I had stole it back, and then I forgot to put the authentication on, and he got it back, but I got a new one now.
Well, write this down. Write this number down, and this is my open text line for anyone. Y'all all can write it down.
Okay.
682.
68. Hold up.
And don't you hate it? You got the pen and it don't work. Yeah. Don't you hate that pen? What I do, I throw the whole pen away, man. Or if you got a cigarette lighter, you can burn the top of it.
I got it.
All right, 682 214 4087.
What do you want to say, MJ or Mar?
Man, whatever government address you got, man. I won't say that off to it. Just text me your address, fam. We're gonna say you have a good one, man. Have a good one, bro. Shalom, baby. He's a good dude, man. He took good care of me when I was out there at Oxnard. He drove all the way up. So we only had 54 sacks this year. I thought we had more than that. I'm gonna take that back. I ain't said to you nothing, man. You 6 sacks off, man. All right, man. All right. La da 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 dee da da 20202. You're live, la da dee da da 202. You're live. $202. All right, man. You're trying to add more minutes to him. 215. You're live.
My man, Law Nation. How's it going, sir?
Man, it's going pretty good.
All right, my name's Justin, first-time caller.
Right.
Love your show, man. Love
Appreciate
the content. Just want to say a couple of things.
Talk to me, man.
This defense is going to show up this week. Mark my words.
Better.
This defense got a lot of pride. This ain't the same undisciplined team.
Right.
We had last year, mark my words, 24-20, Cowboys won. And with that, I'm going to say, how about them Cowboys? I'm going to let you keep going.
Oh, no doubt, then. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. For the 215, baby, this defense better show up. I'm a defense win. What? Y'all put that down in the chat. And this defense, it's been, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, what have you, but reservations time. Our only reservation has been stopping the run and the opposite corner of Trayvon Diggs. Those been our two reservations. How you mask all of that? Hey, safeties. Don't play hero ball. Hey, safeties. I know we're a cover 3 team. Play Tampa 2. Play cover 2. Play those cover 2s and pray that your front 7 can at least stop the bleeding. If we can get pressure with 4, baby, it's going to be a long night for Purdy. Sometimes you got to get out of big nickel. But if you can play cover 2, I think that our defense is ready. I think that our guys, Izzy, man, that's going to be my tape. That's going to be my tape today when I get off of this live. I'm going to try to hurry up, man, before the top of the hour. I got Westmoreland, and I got Aaron, and then I got Uncle Dave. You're live from the 214.
What's up with it, Lau?
Just nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. You're loud and clear, man.
Man, look, Lau. Yesterday, I think I was on live, man. I went to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? No. I was listening to you. I was trying to call in yesterday. I done went to sleep, man.
That was D shift now. Now you ain't D shift now. But you probably went to sleep too, though.
Now, you hear me?
Yeah.
But look, check this out, Law. Last time I called you, man, we said we gonna buckle up them chin straps, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yep, I remember that.
It wasn't no more. It wasn't no more talking. It ain't no more trying to put new plays in. It's just trying to buckle them chin straps up, Law. You get what I'm saying, Law?
It's time to.
Now this what I do like. Law. We went up there and we handled business. I feel like playing like that can give you that momentum to keep going. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna happen this game is Money Maher is about to kick a 58-yard field goal to win the game for us to send us to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, I'm reading right now. They done signed a kicker. Somebody hit me up and say, "All right, let me play this music right quick." They done signed. The Cowboys done signed a new kicker, Tristan. Why kickers always got those different nicknames? The last names. Tristan V. But he was 10 of 15 in extra points last season with the Chargers. He was 3 for 3 this season with the Patriots and Cardinals. He is familiar with the kicking in San Francisco after playing there for the 49ers in 2020. So at least there should be some pressure, man, on old boy Brett Maher. Now,
Right.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm going to do my film analysis when I get off of this live, and I'm going to talk about that kicker. But be careful what you wish for.
But I ain't wishing for another one. I just said 58-yard field goal to win the game to send us to the NFC Championship.
Oh, you saying, man, dog, that go. Hold on. Are you saying that Brett Maher is down to the nuts and bolts?
Money Maher.
I don't want that game. I don't want that game, dog. Even though it was sent us there, I wouldn't want it.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what it's gonna build up to. It's gonna be a 58, 42-yard field goal to win the game. He gonna hit it. He gonna hit it, Law. And when he hit it, we gonna talk about it. You hear me?
Well, I hear you, man. But you remember that movie? You remember that movie, Days of Future Past? You know, with Xavier Woods had to talk, the young Woods had to talk to the old Woods or what have you, and he was telling them, "I don't want your future. I don't want your future, man. I just want us to win without depending on no kicker, man, in these games, man. Man, you would rather have me have a cardiac arrest, man."
I know, but that's how the game goes, Law. You know this game. Now, you get what I'm saying? So I'll take it. NFC Championship.
I'll take it.
Don't care for it.
I'll take it, but I don't want it to get down to that point, man. But I appreciate you for calling in.
Know. Okay. You know what it is, Law. I love you, man. You keep growing. Oh, yeah. And then one more thing, Law.
What's that?
Hell yeah, they listen to you, Law. We Dallas.
We Dallas. Yeah.
We talk about who we talk about, okay?
Yo.
When you play good, we gonna say you play good.
Yo.
When you play bad, we gonna let you know you playing bad. This is Dallas. If you don't want to get talked about, go to OKC. Go play for Alabama. But you playing for Dallas Cowboys, okay?
You don't know about it, man.
This is what we do.
Yo,
you don't know about it, okay? Shout out Loud Nation. I love you. How about some Cowboys? 58-yard field goal. We're going to the NFC Championship. Let's go, baby.
Man, Westmore, I'm gonna call the EMTs. I'm gonna have them right outside of our studio. They gonna just be parked there just in case. And I want one of y'all to call that number and say, "Hey, man, call them to get in here. You know, to get Law up off the floor. You know, he done fell out over here, man. God, dog, man. I do not want this game to be in the foot, because they say in the hands, but to be in the foot of Money Maher. You know, I don't want that. But shout out to my guy Scott. He sent me pictures and sent me video clips that Maher was draining them at Tampa on the 52-yard kicks right there on the logo or what have you. But that's without pressure. That's without anybody charging at his way. And he was nailing them. I said, dog. You know how you play some basketball and right before you play 21 or right before you play pickup, and they said, "Hey, man, you better save some of that, man, for the game." Shoot, he was draining them things. I got visuals of it, man. Ain't that right? From the 520 Uncle Dave, and then we have Aaron. But Uncle Dave, you live.
You, sir, what is your profession?
What is your profession? I got you, man, right now.
Profession? Blacksmith. Cowboy.
What is your profession? What is your profession? This is Sparta!
Yes, indeed, man.
That's what I'm hollering. So I'm gonna make sure. I will make sure I plug in today, tonight, when you got the Twin Maker on there.
Yeah.
'Cause I got a tune for the brother. He could have started. Set up them. He could set up them 5 right now.
Oh, 5 shots.
5 right now. We hit him. We get this game. He got 5. He got to do 5 of them. 5 of them.
Yeah.
If he gets it, then I'll do the 5.
Okay.
And I'll line him up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, don't even worry about cracking that seal. I'm gonna let my brother know to get those 5 shots ready. You know what I mean?
just get him ready. Just get him ready.
Yeah.
Get him ready. Suck him down, Twin Maker. And remember, he's a Twin Maker, the smoke taker. Talk about my Cowboys, you're talking about me. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. That's how a call's supposed. That's how I love it, man. That's how a call's supposed to go. You know. Yes, indeed, make you want to watch 300 all over again, Trev. You know. All right, man. Last but not least, man, I got Aaron, man, from Long. Is it Long Beach or Long Branch? Where you from, man, Aaron? I forgot.
Oh man, Long Beach, big dog.
Long Beach, man. What's good, man? You gonna be at the game?
I ain't gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna be at the game, man.
Yeah.
But look. First thing first. What did the late great Kobe Bryant say? The job's not finished.
Job not finished, though. Yeah.
Job's not finished. So I think Carson should be roaming from the left end to the right end, from the linebacker position. He's gonna be all over the field trying to get to that quarterback.
Right.
I hope Damone Clark steps up.
Right.
He open up that shirt and see that S on the chest. I need Damone Clark to do that.
Right.
Van Der Esch, he's stepping up. So my thing is, if you have Parson that's rushing from all over the field, is Damone Clark fast enough to keep up with McCaffrey?
Oh yeah, I mean, shoot, dude got some wheels, but it's up here though. It's mentally. So nothing deep, right? Don't get beat deep. Don't get beat deep. That's all. We can keep everything in front of you. Is I want my linebackers to be who they are. You know, LVE had 2 PBUs last game, right? And those literally could have been INTs. So he might get him one. He might get him one in this game.
Oh yeah, hey, that's all we ask for is just one. We'll do the rest. But like I said, time of possession. He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna be the hammer. And it's like this gonna be a fun game, man.
It's gonna be a fun game.
It's gonna
man.
be a fun game. It's gonna be a revenge. It's a revenge game for us. And think of the storyline. We beat Tom Brady. They try to say he's old, this, and that. But when Mike Tyson lost his last fight, everybody still praises Mike Tyson like he's still the champ.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Right.
So it's like, you play who's in front of you. Didn't San Francisco lose to Atlanta?
They lost to Atlanta, man. They had the luxury to play the Arizona Cardinals twice this year.
See, we don't.
Right.
Everybody that's in our division is in the playoffs besides Washington.
Besides Washington, right? So, and they was fighting to get in too. So,
they was fighting to get in.
I mean,
it's gonna be a good game.
It should be a good game, man.
Yeah, look, Diggs is gonna be able to tackle. I have no worries of Diggs tackling this and that, because when we needed him to tackle, I forgot what game is that. He looked like he got shot out of a cannon and made that tackle.
Oh yeah, that was the Cincinnati game on T. Higgins. You know,
they were saying the Cincinnati game.
Yeah, because the reason why? Because the reason why they were pissed off at him from week 1 because they were like, Diggs, you ain't tackling. Diggs do make that business decision. Yeah, Leonard Fournette coming full head of steam. Diggs like, nah, hey man,
exactly.
What he doing on this level? What you doing here?
Man, I'm not worried about Diggs. Diggs gonna do something. That defense is gonna step up. My only thing is Brock Purdy gonna expose the left side or the right side, the opposite side of Diggs? Who's gonna be that corner that's gonna be able to step up?
Man, this should be a heavy game on my guy Sam Williams. This should be a heavy game for my guy D. Law, Michael Parsons. And there's a lot of people that we could talk about before we get to that secondary. But I appreciate you for calling in. Let me go break down this breaking news on this guy. I'm going to do my research on him. Appreciate you, Aaron from Long Beach.
Indeed. Appreciate it, Long.
No doubt, man. Good call from him. Thank everybody who called. Henry, man, I forgot to get to you. My bad, dog. But call back tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all, man, so much. There's plenty of things that we got to talk about in this game. There are plenty of things that we must go over, ladies and gentlemen, but things that we got to consider. This playoff game, I got clips from ESPN that they was talking about. There's no chance that I didn't get a chance to get around to talk about this. But I come here to tell y'all right now that don't worry about what the naysayers are saying. Let them continue to say that there's no chance. Let them continue to say that, hey, yeah, man, that game was a fluke, even though Tom Brady was on the opposite side, and even though that defense was considered top 10, but that's a story of another day. All of a sudden, their players forgot how to play football. Those two linebackers they got for Tampa, they forgot how to play football. But now we're moving on to 49ers land. And the 49ers, a team that we all have to consider the legacy and the richness of the rivalry. It is. But like my guy said, and then we're going to try to read those super chats on another time frame. I appreciate y'all so much, man, for y'all support. But I got to get out of here, and I appreciate y'all. We're going to read those on the end. So y'all bear with me. DC for life, Jason Renfro. Please, please, please know that all of your support don't go in vain, because I'm going to make sure we utilize all in all. Dallas Cowboys versus the 49ers. This is a rich rivalry. This is a situation that I want us to bring forth our best. I want us to win at all costs. You know, I want us to be able to figure things out. Now, including these matches, all-time series between Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco, the Cowboys are tied 17-17-1. The 49ers lead the series as it relates to the regular season, 15-12-1. But I come here to tell y'all beautiful people, the Cowboys dominate. Let me repeat, the Cowboys dominate the 49ers in these playoffs situations and scenario. I want y'all to pin that to the top of your minds. And I'm going to pin that to the top of my screen. The Cowboys dominated the 49ers in postseason records, 5-2. I put it in there. It messed up my whole chat box. Even the chat box hating on me. But I don't want y'all to hate. I want y'all to congratulate. I want y'all to consider this right here. Let me pull up some more and more resources for you. Bam. Here it is right here. Get out the way. No thanks. Let's start it in 1981. The San Francisco 49ers took our hearts out of our chests in that game. Y'all remember in 81, the white clock pulling the ball out of the sky? Y'all remember that? And then moving a little further, in 1992, the Dallas Cowboys being victorious over those Niners. 30-20 championships. Everybody had us out. Everybody had us down. But once you read a little further, in 1993, the Cowboys being victorious over them, 38 to the San Francisco 49ers, 21. And then they came back in 1994. The Cowboys were victorious. We had to come all the way back, but there was a PI that changed the fate in that game. 28-38. They won. But I come here to tell you all what happened the following year, 95. We kind of won that. They wasn't there for us to play. And then 2021, 17-23. They won that. 2022 season is to be continued. So this rivalry, this, in my opinion, is a true rivalry. What we say, what we got against the Eagles, the Giants, the Washington, that's not a real rivalry. This one is. So we got to bring forth our best. We got to make sure we put on our money shoes. We got to make sure that we get some good sleep. We got to make sure that we do an extra lap. We got to make sure that we do an extra rep. In the words of Tupac, my body be punished for hard living. Hands on the strap, so praying to Father, please forgive me. Police be rushing. When they see me, they flaunted America's Most Wanted. Live on TV, that's what it's going to be. You see how they set up everything? It's all about the Cowboys versus the Niners. There are teams that got the #1 seed. We would know their fate before we play, because we are the last game of these playoff times this weekend. So everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie, gonna be climbing out of the grave trying to watch us. Well, let's give them a show. Let's give them something that they can really see. And it's with the stars shining bright on the side of the heaven, with the W's in the skies, baby. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Write this down, baby. It's all about your heart and determination. And think it's not strange, y'all, when you face your adversary. You fight him. You punch him right in the mouth, leave him with the raggedy tooth. Right? You don't run from it. You can't hide from it. And you for dog sure. You for dog sure. Can't just look at the paperwork and say we gonna win by what's on paper. We gonna win by what the 4-ladder and the 3-ladder networks are saying. This is a game you gotta roll up your sleeves and fight to the end. Blood shall be shed. Bones shall be bruised. Head should be knocked off. Because that's what we gonna do. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap. If life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind. If you will simply just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish or fame, or sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, guess what? You will get it. It's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Yeah, we got them now, baby. Yes, indeed. Roll those credits, baby. Let's go.
Spartans! What is your profession? This is Sparta! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Come on, baby. Come on. Shout out to you, Tommy. Shout out to you, Gary. Lil Dallas Cowboy, appreciate you. I thought we were supposed to be one and done, little bro. That's all good. We won, baby. I thank you for coming around. Shout out to your boy Aaron Rodgers. I hope that he can figure out what he gonna do next year as he watch us play this game. Come on. Shout out to you, Alfonso. JT in the chat. Joe Mother, appreciate you. Come on. Hey. Who is Law, baby? Hey.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth
more than me.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Shout out to you, Chill Bill. Holyfield, baby.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
Come on, hang in there like a loose tooth. I am awake. Oh, you, appreciate you, my dog. Hey. Game changer. Come on.
Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Appreciate y'all so much, man. One love to you all. Just run it up with me. Hit that like, share this content. Hey, never. Come on.
I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on
roll alone. Atkins, appreciate you. Gina with the J. Dallas Diva with the flowers. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank those who supported this channel. Thank y'all for getting me where I'm at. I really appreciate y'all. If I offended anyone in this episode, charge it to my head and not my heart. Be sure to check out others. They are live probably now, content creators. Shout out to you, Eastside Harold. We got room for the table for you. Come on. Round of applause to Eastside. Yeah. Put some street lights on, baby. Dallas Cowboys, hard hitter. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. Come on, baby. You know it's dangerous. Hey, bro, come on now. Come on, don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your West Side Cheryl after dark. Greg Berry, I follow. Shout out to you.
Whatever you do, when you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
And another one.
And another one. You really adopted the dog. I think you was born in it. 7 wonders all in one.
Stay paid, baby. Let me see some blue hearts for stay paid in the chat. I need to see some blue hearts. Hit me up, baby. I need to see a lot of blue hearts in there. Player 2, I follow. Wherever you go, come on. Whatever you do, player 2. I love seeing those blue hearts.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So
gotta throw a party for my day ones.
If a paper crane can fly, fly on fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
On the real, me and your mama are getting real serious. You know, so it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
You have to be your
Come on.
man.
Birds of a feather. They flock together, they make you a sucker.
And nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
Until next time, DC for life.
Now, so the cocaine's happening.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
I want me some glory hole.